Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with an altered book stroke junk journal that I've made. It is a book ring journal that I've made, and it's a lovely hardcover. I've obviously popped the 3 rings down and reinforced the cover just with these little eyelets, then popped the fabric down and the trim. I then made this little little tassel really, just for a bit of decoration. And the colours in this book are basically using, I've tried to keep them with the blues, the greens, and then the reds and the yellows. It's a lovely journal because it does lie flat and it's not too alligatory. So as we just open, I left the front cover as the page that it was, because I just thought she was a sweet little image there, and obviously you can see that I've tried to match up with the fabric. The first page has an envelope and just this little, I think this was from Cara Brandon, a little image, so I've just made that into a little journal card. This is obviously an envelope that I've clipped on. There is a little what's it called, mason jar embellishment, and there is a little card inside the envelope as well. You can see that I've really tried to use complementary colours so that the colours really reflect the cover of this book. This is just a little paper flip that I made, just so you've got lots to journal in. It's got a lot of interest as usual, but also lots to journal in. That's kind of how I like to make my journals. I did another flip here just out of some patchwork fabric paper that I've got, and that just flips up as well. This is because I've had a new die cutting machine, I can actually do my embossing now. So this is an embossing folder that I'd got, and I just thought that was pretty. It goes with like the fairy, magic, woodland theme, so that's just on there. But you know, it's a nice space to write in there. These are some, I think this was the old design shop, I can't quite remember now, but these are just some sort of like flashcards, and I just turned them into little journaling cards, pop them in this pocket. This is one of my embroideries that I've turned into a digital. That's on my Etsy shop, and I just turned that into a journaling card, a really nice long tag there, or journaling card. This is some like handmade petal paper that I've got, and inside this tuck I just popped another piece of paper, just interesting to write on. Actually, I think I might have left 2 in there. And then just made this little cluster. This was Shabby Dabby Doodah. I've shown these before that I made. They're so quick and easy, but they really thought that, and the colours of it really went well with that, just for a bit of a decoration really. Over the page, this was a G Kerr freebie. If you're on her Facebook page, every Friday she gives a freebie, and this was from a few weeks ago, so I just popped that on there. Just thought it looked lovely with this paper. This is another Cara Brandon, and that's just obviously on the paper that flips out, so loads to write on. Then moving sort of through the colours, this was a yellowy and green theme that we're moving towards, so I just made a tuck here. This is an envelope that I received in a swap that I did about, I don't know, 9 months, 12 months ago. A really vintage old envelope, and I just loved that. I thought that looked really nice in there in the yellow. And then going over the green again, this was another card I received in the same swap, and just being the green and the pink, I just thought it looked perfect on this little page layout here. I don't know what year it's from, Avon that is. I mean, goodness knows when Avon last did stationery, but it's really just, you know, vintage, retro. It does remind me a bit of my childhood, so that pops in there. Then we've got obviously going into the greens. I just did this is an idea I've had off Laurie, Girl on the Ridge, ages ago. She did lots of toppers for her pages, so I just did one out of obviously colours that suited this book, and that just pops over there. You turn the page, lots to write on. Made a little cluster there, just pop that back on there, and obviously I made the back of this to match the colours that we're going into, which is the blues. This is another of those flashcards. I just turned it into a little sort of page on its own really. This is an envelope that I made out of some scrapbooking paper, and I did leave one of the original pages from this book. It just made me smile. Fair enough, fair enough. and I just thought that was quite funny, so I've just left that in there. But obviously in this envelope there's plenty of space for you to tuck bits and bobs in. This is another page from the book. I can't remember where this was from. I think it was from the middle of the book, but I just thought that was again a nice little image, and it looks even quite nice with the sewing that I did for this. This is possibly my favourite layout, but that's probably because these are more my usual kinds of colours. Made a belly band and just die cut some of that out. This is some Tim Holtz wallpaper that I've got, so obviously you can write on the back of that, but I just thought that looked lovely in there. Going over the page, some more paper just to write on. That tucks under there. I did just punch the edge of the paper there, just for interest really. This is an envelope that I've left, just a little note, and I backed that with coffee dyed so that you can actually write on the back. You could send it to someone or just write yourself. There's another little mason jar there, just goes with the colours. Popped this little card that was already scalloped edged. I thought that was nice. Popped a little interesting flower on there. Some more paper to journal on with some washi tape down the side. I made a fabric pocket here because I just felt this fabric went with these kinds of colours as we move back into the pale pink and blue. Another flash card in there just as a little journaling card. This was another embossing that I did, and again, like the other one, the Girl on the Ridge page topper, that's what I did with that, just to pop over there so you're not left with just a blank page to fill. And then going over, that's obviously the other side of it, popped a flower on the scrapbooking paper just so you can still write, and that's the end of the book there. I really enjoyed doing this. I might do more of these. I liked the colours of it, working with that as your inspiration, and I just really quite enjoyed this book. So I hope you've enjoyed the flip through of it. It will be listed for sale. I'll put the details down below, but for now that's all for now, and thanks for stopping by. Bye bye.